When Nintendo first unveiled Splatoon at last E3, they took a big step into a new IP that many fans and critics have been asking for years. Splatoon's gameplay at its core is very simple, but can yield to be a very competitive and strategic experience. You play as an Inkling, a strange humanoid species that loves to spray ink and has the ability to transform into a squid at will. You can customize your Inkling whenever you like. Skin color, gender, and eye color can be swapped out whenever you feel like changing things up. One thing you must know about Inklings is that they are very fashionable. Each piece of clothing also comes with a range of stats that can be upgraded through competing in matches. In order to play a match, you're going to need a weapon. There are a wide array of choices that best suit your playstyle. Snipers for shooting distant targets, paint rollers for laying down tons of ink at once, fast fire rate guns for spraying ink everywhere, and tons more. All weapon classes are equipped with a sub-weapon and a special move that is achieved after spraying enough ink. Play around with each one to see which you like the best. Once that's all set up, you can head over to Inkopolis Tower to compete in online modes such as Turf War, where the goal is to have as much of your team's ink on the ground before the time is up. Or once you reach level 10, you can compete in Splat Zones, a King of the Hill style mode where your team has to control a specific area of the map while counter drops down. Each mode requires specific strategies, so you may end up using a different weapon and outfit for each mode. Even though both modes are very team oriented, voice chat is not an option. While I personally wouldn't have minded the addition, I'm not too upset that it was excluded either. The online servers aren't region specific, so playing internationally could lead to some translation issues. Although this game seems to be an online multiplayer focus, it also has a full-fledged solo campaign where you help Captain Cuttlefish to take on the Octoling army by saving stolen Zapfish. The level designs are a very fun mix of platforming, ink spraying, and seeking out hidden collectibles in each level. These sunken scrolls provide you with the secret lore and the history of the Inklings. Some of the scrolls prove to be quite difficult to find. For most, you would have to be deliberately going out of your way to search for them. These provided a nice challenge and an incentive to run through the levels another time. While the bosses themselves stuck to a traditional 3-hit formula, I found the design and the battle tactics while fighting them to be quite fun. There's also a local co-op mode called Battle Dojo, where one player is on the gamepad and the other is on the TV using a Pro Controller. While this mode isn't particularly exciting since it's 1v1, its primary use is to practice your skills on the specific stages or just to mess around with a friend. Personally, whenever I had someone over to play, we would just end up taking turns online instead. The controls by default, I have motion controls enabled. You still use the right stick to move the camera left and right, but up and down are restricted to the gyroscope. However, you are able to completely turn off motion controls if that better suits your playstyle. Personally, I found the use of motion controls to be helpful for precision shooting. There is even a secret option in the local co-op mode providing the second player motion controls by entering a code that links a Wiimote and the Pro Controller in use. Overall, Splatoon is very fun, family friendly, and a fast-paced shooter that has very appealing characters and dialogue. The physics are super polished and the art style is very vibrant. Many of the characters are memorable, which makes me hope this isn't the last game they'll be in. I really commend Splatoon not only for that, but also for its innovative control scheme. Most shooter games nowadays, you can pick up and play almost any of them, and they will all share the same button assignments. But Splatoon breaks the mold and pushes you to first learn the controls, then achieve mastery. With all this in consideration, I have to give Splatoon 4 squids out of 5. While the game itself is finely tuned, I couldn't help but feel a lot of content wasn't ready for release. However, within the first few days following the launch, they updated the game with a brand new weapon, stage, and a whole new online mode. There's also been the promise of 3 more stages and 8 more weapons on the way. I'm excited to see what else this game has to offer, such as new modes like Capture the Flag, new weapon choices, or even some Super Mario Sunshine references. This game has a lot of fun and I can hardly put it down. When playing late at night, I often find myself saying just one more match. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like and subscribe for more reviews, video game news discussions, gameplays, and more.